Hi everyone. I know it's been a while since I've chatted to you all, and I thought I'd just use this video to quickly run through, I reckon, 4 or 5 different things that you might have heard about that I'd like to bring you up to speed on. The first one is, unfortunately, I'm doing this by video and not face-to-face because I'm about to head to Kathmandu, to Delhi, to the rest of India and Sri Lanka, Colombo, to conduct a series of meetings with agents and alumni and student events. I have dropped in on our Indian offices before to see the operations, but I haven't seen the broader subcontinent. So I'm really looking forward to seeing more and finding out about more of our opportunities there. That was point number 1, maybe. Voice survey. I must talk to you about the voice survey. Thank you, everyone, for completing the voice survey. It's a really important exercise and it gives us really good insight into how our staff are feeling and what we can do about creating a better work environment here at CQ University. I have to say I'm really pleased with the results. The results are very similar in overall satisfaction ratings to our last survey, and I was really happy to see improvement in staff wellbeing and staff's perception on how the university was performing. But having said that, if you're anything like me, the first thing I do is look at areas that I can improve. And I hear loud and clear that you want us to see to provide improvement on our processes and better communications, and I'll work across all these areas to ensure that we really focus on improving our performances in these areas. And this video is perhaps, one small step in better communication. What am I up to? I think the third point, Indonesia. Look, I know that many of you have heard about Indonesia. Hey, did you see how the graphic just changed behind? It's so cool, this place. I know many of you have heard about Indonesia, and many of you stopped me in the hallways and corridors in the various campuses and asked me what's going on with Indonesia. Well, we've officially established an Indonesian training company, and we've signed a lease for a site in Jakarta, and we're expecting to fit out this new training facility in Jakarta in time to commence our delivery in the early part of next year. So the fit out is happening over the next couple of months. Our international team have started leading various workshops with key stakeholders to support the rollout of our Indonesian offerings. I think it's hugely exciting, and you'll hear more about that in the coming weeks and months. CQU Renew. CQU Renew is the name we've given for all the different projects within our strategic plan that capture the student experience. You'll know that we've challenged ourselves in our strategic plan by this question: where could we be in the future if we dared to be different? And in response to this, the challenge we are looking to enhance and expand and improve our entire student and staff experience. And this will be done through a project called CQU Renew. The project will focus on curricular refreshment, exceptional learning and teaching design and delivery, a range of streamlined and personalised student services that will necessarily involve our IT environment and our human face-to-face environment. It's really exciting. The project team have now been assembled with an initial focus on developing a realistic plan that will achieve all the sort of key components of the vision. They've already made great progress in some of this planning with a range of stakeholders across the university, and many thanks to all the academics and professional staff that have already been involved up to now. I really do appreciate everybody's sort of positive attitude and their creativity and their expertise. Look, it's early days. It's really only been in the last few weeks of bringing together all of this. But let me assure you, we're going to do this properly, including spending time on getting the framework right, the budget right, the timings right, and importantly, because I've learnt from our voice survey, the communications right. So let me assure you, you'll hear much more about CQU Renew over the coming weeks, months, and even over the coming year. If I'm up to number 4, that would be ITAP. ITAP. Some of you might not know what ITAP is. ITAP is our new innovative tertiary apprenticeship pilot. You may have heard me talk about it in plans more generally, or the strategic plan, where I'm trying to develop an alternative apprenticeship model. And plans are now in place and frankly well underway. We've got a number of favourable conversations that have already been held with unions, with industry, with the federal government and state government. In fact, the state government has already agreed to fund the development of a business plan to bring the ITAP proposal together. I think this will certainly be recognised as one of the core steps we're taking in achieving our vision of having this seamless education pathway between vet and higher education, and I think levelling the playing field for all post-secondary students. I'm really excited about this. I'm pleased how it's all coming together, and I'll tell you more about it as soon as I know more myself. I said there was 5 things. You should never do that as a teacher. I learnt that really quickly. I used to say, there are 3 reasons for this, 1, 2, and oh no, I've forgotten the 3rd. So instead you should say, there's a number of reasons for this, and not actually tell them how many you're going to remember. I think the 5th thing was our next staff forum. Put it in your diary. It's the 16th of October, and I'll talk to you then, and you'll have some opportunities to ask me some questions. Thanks for listening, everyone, and I'll talk to you again soon.